Hi and Assalamualaikum everyone. We are going to present you about Samsung. Samsung is a South Korea company that is one of the world's largest producers of electronic devices. It has become one of the most recognizable names in technology and produces about a fifth of Korea's total exports. Have you ever seen Samsung new product? If not yet, then let's watch this video. This is Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3. It's not just a phone, it's a smartphone, tablet and PC all in one, designed to make multitasking easy and seamless. With this, entrepreneurs and business leaders can carry less and do more. Firstly, you need to know about the vision and mission statement. Samsung vision is inspire the world, create the future. It's important to them to make sure their products and technology can inspire the communities around the world to join their aspiration for creating full of rich digital experiences. The next is their mission. They say that we will devote our human resources and technology to create superior products and services, thereby contributing to a better global society. It's their ways to say that they will create superior products by devoting their best brain in their business. They want to create technology that can bring positive change to the world. Next is their SMART objective. S stands for specific, M measurable, A attainable, R relevant, and T time. Samsung's specific objective is becoming the top 10 global enterprise by the year of 2020. Yet, they still at the 11th stage in the global enterprises. Next is their measurable objective. Firstly, they want to have at least $400 billion revenue into their account. And we can say that they almost achieved this goal by having over $200 billion in revenue in their account. They also want to have 5G networks. We can say that they achieved this goal because in 2021, Samsung have become the top 5 fastest 5G devices. And next is attainable. Samsung 4G network has developed and the increasingly big revenue of Samsung give proof of being attainable. For relevant objective is the popularity of Samsung. We can see that Samsung have been dominated yearly sales and taking up 18% market share. The last one, the goal Samsung has set is timely considering the 10-year period they have. Next is about Samsung's strategies and tactics.
First strategy is generic strategy from Potter's model. This is for competitive advantage. The first point is Samsung's investments in product development. For example, the company invests in technological innovation to support the competitive advantage of its products in the consumer electronics market. Next is Samsung's marketing mix and strategies that promote products as unique or different alternatives to the majority of competitors. Next is the intensive strategy. This strategy is for business growth, which is ends of matrix. The first one is market penetration. Samsung increases its revenues from the sale of current products in current markets, such as the European Union's consumer electronics market, where the corporation already has operations. The second one is product development. This is the secondary. Samsung produces new products such as new electronic gadgets, which leads to improved version or variants of existing products. For example, the company regularly rolls out new smartphone models. The third one is market development. So the global scale of Samsung operation makes market development a minor intensive strategy. For example, what Samsung did is they introduced new Galaxy tablets in Latin America markets after this product's introduction in the United States. The fourth one is diversification. So acquisition of smaller firms such as Harman International Industries. Next is the Samsung's ethical objectives. So first, they comply with law and ethical standards. For example, they respect the dignity and diversity of individuals. They compete fairly, complying with laws and business ethics. Next, they maintain clean organizational culture. For example, they create a healthy organizational atmosphere. Third, they respect customers, shareholders and employees. For example, they value customers' satisfaction as the top priority in their business activities. Fourth, they care for environment, health and safety. So Samsung engage in environmentally friendly management practices, and they also value human health and safety. Last but not least, they socially responsible corporate citizen. So Samsung respect the characteristics of local custom, culture and society, and strive to prosper together with local communities. They also build win-win relationships with business partners.
Next is corporate social responsibility, also known as CSR. So this business organization plays a major role in satisfying the needs of the global society. Some of the CSR initiatives made by Samsung, the first one is building libraries. Okay, so Samsung Engineering has been transforming neglected schools and also community centers into children's libraries all around the world. This project basically began in 2012 and has become a huge success since 2014. Samsung also has been combined with the scholarship and eco-generation program, environmental education for children, in order for them to contribute to the development of local community. Okay, so next is book donation. What makes the book donation special is because Samsung donate books in the names of guests who visit Samsung Engineering's corporate promotion center located at the head office in Seoul. They also believe by building libraries and filling them with books, they can invest in the future. The last one is technical school. Okay, they build technical school to train local men and women in basic technical skills such as welding and carpentry. And whoever graduate from the technical schools, they will then offer employment opportunities for them. But this opportunity only available in India.
So we move on to our next agenda, which is how might Samsung's objectives change over time. So one of the main reasons would be the COVID-19 pandemic, which affected the manufacturing, distribution and also the purchasing of Samsung products. Samsung's revenue fell about 7.6% from the previous quarter due to the weak seasonality and lower sales in China during the COVID-19 shutdowns. And it is expected that demands will continue being impacted by the pandemic and postponement of major sporting events like the Summer Olympics. Samsung had also identified that there will be lower demand for 5G smartphones across the board, so 5G demands will still rise, but it will be less than anticipated. 5G smartphones demand could also be further suppressed as network build-outs and therefore access to the service have been delayed due to restrictions of the lockdown. Next is data center components, as critical functions of school, work, healthcare and social life increasingly shift to the cloud amid quarantine measures. Demand for data center build-outs will rise. So, Samsung will likely further prioritize migrating their operations to the cloud as a resiliency measure in anticipation of any future disruptions. So, in 2021, Samsung unveiled its new tagline, which is a better normal for all. So, as we all know, quarantine and lockdown is now the new norm for us. So, Samsung wants to make it better through the usage of Samsung products. So, here we see some of the strengths that Samsung have compared to its competitors. First is its brand image. This is due to Samsung being one of the world's largest producers of electronic devices, even being placed number 5 in the Best Global Brands 2020 list announced by Interbrand, a global brand consulting company with its largest ever brand value of $62.3 billion USD. And next is the strong dominance in smartphone manufacturing. Samsung manufactures smartphones faster than any of its competitors through its vast, strict, top-down management system and its superior supply chain. And lastly is the variety of products that Samsung produces. Samsung products range from consumer electronics such as TVs, tablets, smartwatches, virtual reality headsets, desktop computers, laptops, monitors, and many other more, to semiconductors and memory parts. So here we see some of the weaknesses that Samsung has compared to other brands. First is a lack of a competitive, comprehensive platform for hardware, software and services. So if you look at other brands, for example Apple, they have an ecosystem of digital products such as iPhone, iPad and Apple Watch, which integrate with each other almost seamlessly. This makes Samsung having a weaker switching cost compared to the likes of Apple and Google. So with the weaker switching costs, they also have a hard time in attracting new consumers. So next is the competitors are catching up in the market. Although Samsung are leading in the smartphone market, they face a 4% decrease in the market share compared to the first quarter of 2021, with brands such as Xiaomi, Apple and Oppo close to catching up with them. And finally, you see that some consumers view Apple products as more advanced and dependable than Samsung products. Why is this? This is due to Apple having more strict security measures compared to Samsung, making consumers feel safer using Apple products compared to Samsung.
Next is opportunity. So the first opportunity is strategic partnership with software developers. When they have the partnership with the software developers can provide additional functionality to make the company's consumer electronics more competitive. The next one is strategic partnership with online service firms. So basically this opportunity is for stronger competitive advantage. For example, Spotify is an online service firm. Spotify already has a non-exclusive agreement with the mobile device maker to make music streaming service an integrated part of Samsung mobile devices. So that is the example of strategic partnership with online service firms. Next one is business growth through product development. So this factor is actually an opportunity to boost the technology competitive advantage through its products features. Samsung's organizational culture and human resource management can support strategies for exploiting product development opportunities in global markets. Thus, their business will grow more.
Last but not least is threats.
So Samsung is considered the second largest firm all over the world in terms of information technology. But still, Samsung has not been able to overcome Apple's reputation for reliability. This is because Apple has emerged as the dominant smartphone and tablet brand in some markets. Apple's reputation for quality, reliability and sophistication seems to be growing. Thus, Apple could enter more consumer product area and they can directly compete with Samsung in those markets. Chinese manufacturers such as Huawei and Xiaomi could also emerge as serious rivals to Samsung. This is because these companies share of the critical mobile device market, and also their market is growing while Samsung is falling. Some consumers also view Apple product as more advanced and dependable than Samsung product. As we all know, people nowadays prefer on using Apple product rather than Samsung product.
That's all from us. Thank you for listening. If you have any question, you can ask us anything that you don't understand about Samsung. So keep on supporting Samsung to make the world better. Thank you.